Right, welcome to the part 2 of this cargo bike build. Now I'm going to start by welding some disc brake mounts to the rear there. And how I've done this is I have 3D printed some jigs. So I know how they work is they just got a little bit here, that sits there like that. And then that gives you the exact place. Basically you want your mounts. Now it doesn't really matter, you can literally have them like that and they'll be in the right place, but obviously as close to the frame as possible is how you want it to be. Now, so then I just made a little template. Now if you're planning on doing this yourself, be aware that the front mount is different to the rear. And all the kind of measurements and stuff are online, so I'll let you find those out if you are wanting to do this. So that's how I'm going to have it. I think that looks pretty cool, if I'm being honest. So yeah, let's start cutting it out basically. Sweet. Right, the mount is finished. Pretty happy with that. Right, so I'm all set to go. So obviously, because my jig is made out of PLA, I can't just, go at it, because otherwise it's going to melt pretty quickly. So I'm just going to tack it in place. And I'm also going to be welding a pipe across there, just to give extra support, I guess. Yeah, let's cut straight to that. Nice. Let's finish that up. Right, so before I weld this little section of piping, what I've got to do is just drill a little hole in that kind of circle to allow gases to escape when I weld. Even though most of my welds aren't even that clean, just have a smaller drill. Nice. Right, so all of that's been welded into place, and I'm very happy with it actually. Before the bar, I didn't really like this whole design, but after cleaning it up, I think it looks quite nice. I'll just put a little piece of white paper. Looks quite nice there. So yeah, that's a good job done. Now, in the little part 2 teaser, I did modify those other forks, but I came across an issue They weren't expensive on eBay. I paid 16 quid for that fork right there. So yeah, I just went ahead and bought a new one. Not a big loss. Obviously the other one I literally got for free, so I thought I might as well try. Didn't go as planned. I could still use it for something else, but there you go. So today I'm going to do the steering. Now behind me, well not behind me, right here, I have my steering column, and I have these which are called rose joints. They're quite cool. I bought this aluminium pipe. I honestly won't need much. As you can see, I'm just reaching from there to there, so this is going to be a very small steering column. It's going to look quite cool, I think. But yeah, it's got a hole in there, so I'm just going to tap them and then, you know, sweet. And I have also designed, oh shit, they're going off. There's one there, and paper there. These little bits of paper, which I will use as a template to cut out. So they're going to go on like that. So obviously they're going to be made of metal. So they're going to sit there, one there, and you can see the holes, and then they're just going to be very nice. Marta, what the hell? Probably one of the worst holes I have ever drilled out. I mean, look at that, that is terrible. But it's going to do the job fine. And realistically you won't really see it. But that is disgusting. Right, so it's a new day and I'm going to weld these pieces that I cut up the other day onto the forks. Now, in the back there, my neighbours are getting some asbestos stuff clearing off, and I don't know, it's a funny smell. It's like pot noodles. It's a bit of a weird one. So yeah, I mean they're hoovering up and things like that. So obviously that's that. Otherwise, we are good to go. Very nice. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to weld this one, which is nicely drilled out, well, relatively nicely drilled out. Oh, and I've got planes going by as well. God damn. Yeah, it's pretty cloudy-o today. But yeah, so I was saying I'm going to weld the nice one onto the forks, because the forks are going to be like a permanent feature on the bike, which, I mean, this thing is as well, you know what I mean? But it's kind of like, I can replace this more easily than I can replace the forks, if that makes sense. So that's what I'm going to do, because yeah, this is actually grim. Not nice, not nice. Alright, let's go ahead with that then. I'm going to prepare this piece though first, so let me do that. Is it not already prepared? Hold on. No, that's actually already prepared. That is ready to be welded.
never knew. Time. Around the world and back, I ain't met anybody I wanna be with more than you. Sometimes I don't talk to you back, but I never mean to disrespect you.
Right, not too bad at all. Right, yeah, let's start doing this bad boy. Now I'm going to get a new headset for this because I need to. Why do I need to again? Right, yeah, because I'm going to put a normal stem on there compared to the, I think they're called like coil stems, where the stem kind of slots into the pipe. This one like clamps on, and yeah, so I'm going to get a new headset to kind of fit one. So for now I'm just going to clamp it on like that, line it all up, and that'll be the way I'm going to do it. Right, I think that's a pretty good, because obviously, so that's the kind of thickness there. That's going to be down there like that. Then the other one's going to be there like that. So that should set me up pretty nicely actually. I'm pretty happy about that. That's a pretty good idea, I think. And then that's gonna clamp that one down. Let's do that now. That's actually really nice. Look how nicely that lines up. That's perfect. That's exactly what we want. But yeah, that's not half bad. That's gonna be very nice. Right, so this is my thought process now, because I want as much of a turning radius as I can. But if I have a straight bar, the problem is, you know, it won't be able to. That's going to be in the way, isn't it? So I'm thinking I might bend this rod in order so that when it's kind of like around here, it doesn't hit against the steering tube. Now to bend it, what I'm going to do is I am going to, I can't remember what I think it's called annealing maybe. But the way you do it is, well, I've got a bar of soap there, so I'm going to rub some soap on the pipe, and then you heat it up, and when that soap goes a kind of black color, that's when you know you're ready to bend. So yeah, it's just to kind of rearrange the kind of crystal structures in the aluminium so that when you bend it, it doesn't work harden. So just a little fact check. Yes, this process is called annealing, and yeah, it's basically rearranging the metallic crystal structure, or something like that. I've kind of forgotten, if I'm being honest, but yeah. Yeah, man, that's looking really good. I'm really liking that. Let's order a headset. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. Really good.
Let's see this go.
Alright. Is it good? Yeah, alright, sweet. New day, lovely day. We set ourselves up outside as usual. So I'm going to start work on the rack today. Oh, obviously been blessed with a cameraman today.
Hello!
There you go. That is great stuff. So yeah, I'm going to make the rack, which it sits on the front there. Obviously you've just seen me working on the steering. It's looking great. Absolutely brilliant. I've ordered a new headset. And you can see here, so this is a kind of a prototype if you like, but I'm gonna 3D print a kind of bracket that sits on the top there and on the bottom, just to ensure that the bolts don't come loose, because that would be pretty exciting if it did. Right, so there you go. So let's get on with that. Whoop-a-la! Go, on cut. Tubes there. Pull out the tabletop, well, flattish tabletop. So we get a nice flat rack. It's all rolling around. Maybe like that. Doesn't look that big, does it? But that should be plenty of space for everything I'm going to be carrying. And I might be able to make like a piece that extends, do you know what I mean? So I can make it compact and then unfold it and make it big. So yeah, that's going to be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a bloody ladies man, isn't he?
Here's a lady. Oh shit. 2, 1.
Donzo?
Yeah.
Looks good.
I think so too. Right.
Yeah.
So I go like that from the middle.
Yeah, go.
Alright, sweet. Alright, yeah, there you go, the rack's complete, guys. Looking pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, it's got a bit of weight to it, which obviously isn't great, because we all know, well, I know, well, all the people who've seen the bike know that it's pretty heavy. But yeah, no, it's a pretty good size, I think. And now, this thing will go here. Somewhat like that. Which will be nice. And now, yeah, you just got to find a way to fix it, really. I'm thinking of, obviously, there's going to be a mount here. I'm going to build a mount there. Just so, yeah, it bolts on. And it's going to look nice. You ready? Well, this is a very special day, this is. The rack is complete. Now, unfortunately, I didn't film much of the whole process in fixing it to the bike, mostly because I wanted this done. It's been on the back of my mind. Now I do apologise for the kind of length of this, not length of the video, but how long it took me to like upload it. I've had, you know, exams on, hasn't been the best timing. But yeah, it's a great day. The bike is basically what I'm saying is we're coming to the end of the part 2, eh? Right, come here. Let me show you what I've done for this rack basically, so you can come down to my level. Just yeah, appreciate the nice-ish welds right here. Little brackets there and there. It's all bolt on, so it can all come off if needs be. Now the wheels I've chucked on, temporary. I'm thinking about getting some new ones. Well, for the front, for example, I'm going to turn it into a disc brake because well, already the bike's looking pretty heavy, and if I'm going down a hill, you know, I want that braking power on point, especially if I've got some load up front. All right, come back up. Yeah. So yeah, it's all great stuff. Now this is the wrong tyre size. It's all rubbing and all that, but get on. It's looking pretty manoeuvrable. Cheers, Luke. All right, so yeah, that's it basically. Yeah, thanks for watching. God damn, this is like this is surreal if I'm being honest. This has taken ages. Yeah, I mean I can't really be sorry because it's not really my fault. I've had stuff on, you know. But yeah, it's great. It's a great day. Yeah, that's good.
Cheers!